Hi children, welcome back to our English class. Today I am going to explain about grammar. In this grammar we have three elements. Okay, what are those three elements? Where we have to use those, how to use those elements in a piece of writing. All these we have to discuss now. Okay, before we are going to learn about this, how are you all? Hope you're safe at home. Yes, now let me discuss. What are the three elements in this? Today we are going to learn. First one is punctuation. First one is punctuation. And second one is verbs. Those are regular and irregular. What is the difference between regular and regular? Irregular. Regular and irregular. So about this. And third one is quantifiers. Quantifiers. So all these elements we are using while you are writing in a piece of writing, that is writing about any topic or any person. We are using this. Okay. Yeah. Let me discuss one by one. Okay, with the examples. First one, what aspect is punctuation. Let me know what is meant by punctuation, dear. Actually, we have to know the definition, no? What is mean by punctuation? Actually, punctuation in the sense, practice of putting marks such as commas, full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, apostrophe, inverted commas, all those are included in this punctuation. So what is the definition first? Practice of putting marks such as comma, full stop, okay, question mark, So here comma means like this and full stop means like this. So all these marks, okay, we are practicing in this punctuation. So practice of putting marks such as comma, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, inverted commas, all those these are there. So here what we are talking about definition, no? Such as in a piece of writing, where we have to use all these in a piece of writing. So this is the definition of punctuation. So practice of putting marks such as all those marks, those are commas, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, inverted commas, apostrophe, all those things. Where do you have it? In a piece of writing. This is definition of punctuation. Yeah, now we can see one by one. In punctuation, how many are there? Where we have to use. Yes, this is our topic, no? First we have to use, actually in our textbook, three they gave. What are those? Question mark and exclamation mark and apostrophe. So I am giving more than two. Comma and full stop. Can I, dear? Yeah. Full stop and capital letters. This is also punctuation only. Capital letters. Question mark. exclamation mark, and sixth one is apostrophe. Apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe. So first you have to know what are the symbols of these marks. See, comma means like this. So we are giving pause. We are talking about something. So continuously you are speaking, continuously you are giving lecture on that. No one can understand. So what you have to do? Give pause. Whenever we are giving pause, what you have to keep while writing? Comma. Comma. Okay, we have completed that particular topic or sentence. Then what we have to use? Full stop. So at the end of the sentence, we have to keep full stop. Whenever we are giving pause between two sentences, we are putting comma. Is it clear? Yeah, these are two. And capital letters. What is how many letters in the alphabets, children? Letters in the sense alphabets. In English, how many alphabets are there? 26. Those are capital letters. A to Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So these are letters where we have to use capital letters whenever we are talking about proper nouns and places, names of places, names of books, names of cities. Okay, names of cities. All these are proper nouns. And whenever we begin the sentence, first letter should be capital. First letter should be capital. And names of days, names of months, names of months. Okay, we are using then the first letter should be capital. This is about capital letters. So comma, full stop, capital letters. These are you able to understand? Hope you understand what are those. Only oral. By oral I am giving you explanation. Comma means whenever we are giving pause, then we are using comma. Full stop. End of the sentence we have to use full stop. That means the task completed. And capital letters, while we are talking about proper nouns, names of places, names of days, names of months, we can use capital letter. First letter should be capital. Even though whenever full stop after we start another sentence, first letter should be capital. This is about all information, comma, full stop and capital letter. Coming to next three. What are the next three? Question mark, exclamation mark and apostrophe. These are very important in our lesson. We have a grammatical aspect. Aspects. So we have to discuss in a detailed way. We have to know that detailed way. Can I? Yes. One by one I can. Now I am going to explain. First I am going to explain question mark. Yes dear. Question mark. What is this? This is question mark. Where we have to use, dear ones, we are using question mark like end of the sentence. Full stop is there, no? Whenever we can keep full stop, that means sentence or the task is completed. But here question mark means we are getting information from others. We are investigating something. So we are asking questions someone. So we have to know the difference between question and statement. As I know. That's what, whenever we are asking question, we have to keep question mark. Like, so where we have to use this end of the, at the end of the question. End of the question. Where we have to use at the end of the question. At the end of the question. This is very important. So how like, for example, who are you? Who are you? You are asking someone. You don't know. Somebody came to your house, then you are asking. Those are strangers to you. Then how can you ask? Who are you? They are saying some answer. Yeah. This is. What's your name? All these are questions. See, what's your name? Here, dear ones, see here, last ending is question mark. I am following that rule only. So, another one what? Start with questions what? WHN. So, here, questions again, 4 types are there. What are the 4 types or 3 types? What are those? First, these 2 are considered to WH questions. So different kinds of questions are there. How like we have to question. So this is WH questions. What WH questions? Who, what, why, how. These are WH questions. This is first type. What is the first type? First type what? WH questions. What are included in this? Why, how, okay, who, next what already there. So why and whose. So these all are questions. These all are questions, WH questions. Coming to second type of questions. Second type of questions. These questions, yes or no questions. Yes or no questions. That means you know the information about them. You know the information about them. You are asking for the confirmation. For example, are you student? You are asking. Are you student? Then there, to whom you are asking? Are you student? Or are you students? You are asking question mark. Then they say the answer is yes, we are. Yes, we are. What is the answer here? Yes, we are. For example, those are not students. Those are some other persons. So what are what they will say? No, we aren't. No, we aren't. No, we aren't. So this is known as yes or no type questions. This is second type. And second type. Now coming to third one. Is it clear to you? Yes. Yeah. Third one is what you have to know. With do, did and does we are asking questions. Okay. Those questions. How like we frame. So with do, did, does questions. Where we have to use, how do you frame the questions with this? Okay. Can I? Very good. So here, dear ones, do. In present tense we are using. For example, in present tense we are asking question to someone. We are using do. Do you like mango? Do you like mangoes? You are asking someone. If they like, they said, yes, I like. Or not? No, I did. Past tense we are asking. So, past tense. Did you complete your homework or work? Did you complete your work? See here, you observe here question mark. Did you complete your work? This is in past tense we are using. Okay. But here I want to say something. What is that? Did already past tense, no? So while you are using past tense, did in question, don't write verb in V2 form. So always verb is in first form, that is V1. What is V1, V2, V3, V4? V1 is present tense. Okay. V2 is past tense. V3 is past participle. And V4 is V1 plus S. V5 is V1 plus ing. I'll give example. Here, play, played, place, playing. These are the examples of V1, V2, V3, V4. Here what we have to know, whenever we are using in question date, that is the past tense, no? So we have to use here V1. Don't say did you completed your work. Whenever you are start with the date, you have to be ask or write V1 only. How like, did you complete your work? Did you finish your lunch? Did you have your breakfast? Like this. Or have you complete your breakfast? That's also. Have you completed your breakfast? But whenever here, what is I focus? Did whenever you are using in question, here V1, you have to be use this. Don't use V2, V3. Is it clear? Yes. Yeah. Next question. Next what one? Does. See here where we have to use does. Does always use in present tense. We are talking about in present. So present tense, that is third person singular, means we can use does. Means see here V plus yes. So does he play cricket? Does he play cricket? But while you are answering what you have to say, he plays cricket. Yes, he plays cricket. He plays cricket. No, then you can say the negative answer. But whenever you are writing answer, play after S will add. Because does, that is present tense, third person singular. Is it clear? So does. What I do use here, question mark. Like this, did, do, did, does questions. Okay. Now coming to last one, fourth one. Can I dear? Yes dear. Coming to fourth one. What is the fourth one is? Question tag. So, question tags. How to frame question tags? How to write question tags in writing? For example, here they will give a statement to you and they'll ask you turn into or change into question tag. So here what we have to remind us is, first here they'll give a statement. Okay. If that statement is in positive, you have to be write the question tag is in negative. How like it is? Just you can see now. Example. What is that example? You are a student. Okay. You are a student. Is it clear? You are a student. This is statement. Statement ends with full stop. Is it clear? Punctuation, no? Full stop. Now, coming to change into question tag. How you have to be right? Here, condition what? Whenever you are changing that question tag, the statement into question tag, you have to be right statement also. How like that is? This is question now. You are a student, comma, statement means full stop. Now question tag you are writing, that is comma. Here what is this? In this statement, are it is positive. Okay, you are a student, that is in positive. Total statement is in positive. So while you are writing question tag, you have to be changed into question tag that is in negative. So how like it is? Aren't you? Aren't you? This is question mark. First, what we have to need? Question mark. So end with question mark. So question tag end with that question mark. For this purpose only, we have to know about this. So aren't you? Here what I said, this is known as question tag. What I changed here? R is there, same as R I wrote. So B form I wrote here. Here positive, nothing there. So negative I wrote. And what is the subject? I wrote subject next. This is question tag. Again, one more example. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. This is statement. Statement. Now, how can you change this one? Write statement. I am a teacher, comma. Here full stop now. So here comma. Then question tag. How can here am is there? This is in positive. So negative I want to write here. Am it. Here what is the subject? That subject come last. Haven't I? Haven't I? This is about question tag. What is the rule you have to be? Remind yourself. If that statement is in positive, you have to be write that question tag negative. Is it clear? And statements ends with full stop. But while you are writing question tag after the statement comma, next continue with question tag. Dear student, hope you understand. This is about question tag. Okay, if it is negative there, you can write positive question tag. Is it? This is about question tag. Yes. What is the second one? Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. So, exclamation mark means where we have to use actually here. Already we have learned this. In parts of speech, interjection there. Yes or no? In that interjection we are using exclamation marks. Why do we use that? Whenever we have to express our sudden feelings, sudden surprise feelings, we can use exclamation mark. What is that indication? This is an indication. So where we have to use at the end of the exclamation. Exclamation. In the sense, what is this? What is this mean? What is mean by this? Whenever we are expressing our feelings in that particular sentence, we can use like this. For example, wow, what a nice place. Or what a pity. What a pity. We are really. So these are very, very important. These are very, very important. So end of the exclamation. We are expressing our feelings. Maybe those are very different than normal statements. Okay. This is known as exclamation mark. Is it clear? Very good. Now coming to third one. What is third one? Apostrophe. What is third one? Apostrophe. What is mean by apostrophe? Maybe you have to know this. But apostrophe means that is new to you. What is mean by apostrophe? Here you maybe will get one doubt. What is that? What is comma? Comma means, dear ones, here giving pause. Apostrophe means this is possessive. It possessive. That means possessive case of nouns and contractions. Where we have to use apostrophe used for saying about belongings and contractions. That is short forms. So where we have to use here possessive case of nouns and contractions. What is mean by contraction? Contraction in the sense short form. Okay, see, this is about apostrophe. What is that? We are using in the possessive case of nouns and contractions. I will give examples, then you can understand. See here, dear. What is this? In our lesson only you can take Andrew's disease. Okay. And Tess money. She saved some money. So we are talking about ours. In our lives, for example, you can take father's book, friend's pen. So like this. This is about apostrophe. Now contractions we can come. Can't, don't. These are the contractions. I want to explain here. Yes, here. See, ma. Friends, pen. So, for example, here my friends, you can explain. This is clear to you. My friend's pen. So, coming to explanation. Here, Andrew's disease. In the sense, here who suffered with that? Who suffered? Andrew. Who has money? Tess. Whose book that is? Father. Whose pen that is? Friend. So how can you change this one? This is, first one you have to change. The disease of Andrew. The disease of Andrew. And money of Tess. Book of fathers. That book belongs to father. So that is, how can you say that? Father's book. So book of father. So here, dear, possessive in the sense, one more meaning. What is that? Belongs to. This board belongs to me. Okay, this board belongs to me. Like piece of chalk belongs to me. So possessive in the sense belongs. Here, friends, my friend's pen. In the sense, my friend's pen. This pen belongs to my friend. So my friend pen. This is my friend's pen. This is about, what is this? Apostrophe. What is this? Apostrophe. So now coming to here, contraction. What is this? Contraction. What is contractions? I said short form. So what is the full form of am? What is the full form of am? Am. I am. Can't. Cannot. Don't. Do not. So, what is meant by contraction? Short forms. We are using sometimes these contractions while you are writing something on anything. And one more thing here, like this. Apostrophe 9. What is that mean? June 2009. June 2009. This is the full form of this one. So, contraction in the sense, short forms. So, we can write full forms here. Apostrophe means possessive case of nouns. So, here, apostrophe, contraction is the part of apostrophe only. Because we are using apostrophe here. Yes or no? We are using here means, noun after means, that is possessive case of noun. Whenever we are using subject after or words after like this short form, those are known as contractions. Is it clear? Yes. Now coming to our, this is about punctuation, children. Now coming to our second aspect. What is our second aspect? Verbs. Verbs. Those are regular, irregular. Irregular and irregular. First, what is meant by regular and what is meant by irregular? What is meant by regular and what is meant by irregular? You can solve like this. Regular in the sense, we know that just I have given some examples V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Yes or no? Here, regular means some verbs are there. Verbs in the sense, action words. Some verbs are there. Those are whenever we are changing present tense to past tense. Present tense to past tense. How many tenses we have? 3 tenses. Present tense, past tense and future tense. As we know that. So here, whenever we are changing present tense to past tense, a verb, we can take one verb. For example, you can take clean. Clean. This is the V1 verb. So, you can take this verb, clean, change into past tense. Change into past tense. What happened? Cleaned. Cleaned. What we have add? Ed. Ed. And one more thing. Decide. Decide. This is V1. So, we can change into this. Decided. Decided. What we have here added to this? Just what we add? Ed and D. So, now coming to definition. What is mean by here? Regular verbs means whenever we are changing present into past tense, then what happened? We add D or Ed. What we add to that present tense? Yes, sorry. D or Ed to the present form. To the present form. Present tense form. So what we have to do here? We are adding whenever we are changing that verb present tense to past tense, we are adding D or Ed. D or Ed to the present tense form. Then what we get? Past form. Then what we get? Past form. This is past tense. V2. Past tense. So like this. These all type of verbs are known as regular verbs. Okay. So what is we have to know first here? Whenever we are changing one verb, present tense to past tense, then changing form, that past tense form is add what happened? What is the change here? Only adding D or Ed. Those are known as regular verbs. Coming to irregular verbs. This is example of that. I am writing here. Clean, cleaned. Okay, Ed added. Decide, decided. Okay, this is about this. Now coming to irregular verb. Irregular verb. Irregular verb, what is means? Regular, irregular. Opposite. Opposite. What is the opposite sense here? Whenever we are changing the verb present tense into past tense, we will get different form. Sorry, present tense to past tense. What we are changing? Present tense to past tense. We will get different form. Different form of that. What is that? For example, what I am doing here? Teaching. What is that past tense form? Taught. Taught. Is it clear? And what I am doing? Write. Write. What happened here? wrote. What is the past tense form? Wrote. Is it clear? And what are you doing? What are you doing? Learning. Okay, actually listening. Listening is ed only there. So learning. Learn. So learned there. Learned there. No, learned. Learned. So these all are different form. No? Teach means teacher not there. Write, writer not there. Learn, learn not there. Those are not there in English. Don't use those type of words. So taught, wrote and learned. These are the different. Those are irregular verbs. Is it clear to you? Regular and irregular. Regular means same form, same present form. Add to the present form d or ed will get past tense. That is regular. But irregular means total form changed in past tense. That is known as irregular. Is it clear to you? Very good. Coming to third aspect. What is our third aspect? First one is punctuation. Second one is verb. Now quantifiers. What is meant by quantifiers? Quantifiers in the sense, when you are talking about any things, so many things are there. Some of them countable, some of them uncountable. Okay, some of them take quantity. So here it implies, it expresses the quantity of things what we have taken. Those are not explained about number of things. Any number, they were not any number. So what is that? They do not specify any number, but they quantify things. What is the definition? Here, they do not, express any number. They do not indicate any number. But quantify them. Okay, they do not indicate any number, but they indicate quantify the things. They indicate quantify the things. Quantify things. So this is quantifiers. This is known as quantifiers. What are the examples? No, none, many, much, okay, a few, a little, these many examples are there. So many are there. Here some examples. Here, how can you know that? How can you know that? Here you have to be know first. Quantifiers don't give any numbers, no? So no, none. No, none. These two are used for, where we are using? These two are used for negative sense. Negative sense in the sense, here there is no anything there. Okay, there is not anything. So for that we are using no. None in the sense, you can see in multiple choice questions. Yes, they gave one question. Maybe they will give one question for you and 4 options they will give. But in that last option or second option, they said none of the above. 4th option, I think, because all 3 options, those are maybe one answer. In last, what they said in D, none of the above. None of the above. Maybe there is no answer. In the 4 options, there is no answer in this. How many? A, B, C, D. Like this. So in this, no answer there. So what they said? None of the above. None of the above they said. So that means what? There is no answer in this. Examples. So negative sense. Where we have to use this? In negative sense we are using. We use no, No, none in negative sense. That means not and not any. Not and not any. So in the negative sense we are using no and none. Is it clear? Yes. Coming to many and much. Many and much. Dear, I think you have to know countable and uncountable nouns. Yes or no? Types of nouns. These are the different types. Two types of nouns. What are they? Countable and uncountable. Many we can use in countable nouns. So before countable nouns, we are using this. For example, 2 pence. Okay, 2 pence. Countable. We can count. Much in the sense we cannot count those. So before we are much we use it for before uncountable nouns. That means we don't know number, but we know that quantity. Some, few, okay, like this. Some rice in the bowl. There is some rice in the bowl. So quantity uncountable means some oil. Can we count that oil? Can we count rice? That's what much we can use in before uncountable nouns. Many countable nouns. So 2 pence, much means some. Indication. These are indicating countable and uncountable nouns. Is it clear? Yeah. Now coming to few and little. A few and little. These are saying only they have some. We don't know that number. Here also we don't know that number. Yes. Can I give here examples? Few and a little. Few, a little. So these also we don't know the number. We don't know the number. A small number we are talking about. A small number we are talking about. Then we can use this. Okay. Small number. That means small quantity. Small quantity. So here few, a little. There is a few members are there. So for example, there are a few members. We don't know the correct number of that. And there is a few glue there in that. Okay, some glue there, few glue there. They are little. Like that, we don't know that number. Definitely we don't know that number correctly, and we can use only instead of indication of a small quantity of those things. Okay, those things. This is about many, few and a little. So where we have to use this? So what are the quantifiers? How many quantifiers are there? No, none. Few, a little, much more, many. So these all are there. So first where we have to use, that is countable. Before countable nouns many, before uncountable nouns much. And this is, we are talking about any small quantity of those things. We can use few, little. Is it clear? So this is about our grammatical elements. What are the grammatical elements? Once revise that. 3 elements are there. First one is punctuation. Punctuation, so many punctuation marks are there. So comma, full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, apostrophe, capital letters, inverted commas. I left there in inverted commas. Whenever it is there in our lesson, then I'll explain you. So these are there. So in that we need 3 marks. What are those? Question mark and exclamation mark and apostrophe. Question mark, end of the question. Exclamation mark, end of the exclamation. And apostrophe, possessive of case of nouns and contractions. Contractions in the sense short form of, that is the word. What word we are writing there? And one more Next one, these are all about punctuation. Next, verbs, regular, irregular. Regular means past tense, present tense form only. Add to the present tense form D or ED to the present tense form, that is known as regular. Irregular, total form changed, different form will get, that is irregular verbs. Next, coming to quantifiers, we don't know the number, but we can say the some quantity of the things, quantify those things, then we can use those quantifiers. This is about grammatical part. Hope you understand. Okay, is it clear to you? Yes, we'll continue in next class. Thank you.